After the last segment of our video blog, we received many questions. I mentioned that the Torah forbids charging interest when a Jew lends his money to another Jew. But there's a loophole. Instead of lending money, we can invest in another Jew's business and become his partner for the share that we lent. So, isn't this pretty much the same thing? Ha! Look at these Jews. They found a way to go around their own law. In fact, both the prohibition of interest-bearing debt and the permission to invest contain a crucial spiritual message. A person may need to borrow money for personal expenses. Let's say he doesn't have any savings for a rainy day, and 1 month's budget turned out to be more than expected. The Torah says that in this situation, you have to lend him money without interest, and to do so is a great mitzvah. But you will tell me, if a person asks for money for business, then for sure I need to charge him interest. Why not? He uses my resources to make money. Why shouldn't I also make some money from this too? But the Torah forbids charging a percentage when I lend money to another Jew. So why is it okay to become a partner? When someone lends money at interest, he writes out a check and forgets about it until the payday. But when a person becomes a partner, he does not just lend money and walks away. He takes an interest in the business itself and its work. If someone asks you for a loan for a business, he probably needs not only your money, but also your advice, your networking capabilities, and other help. If you are a partner in his business, you will provide all this to him. The Torah wants us to invest ourselves in another Jew's business along with our money. And this law also has a Kabbalistic explanation. We know that God himself keeps all the commandments that he gave us. Therefore, he also cannot lend at interest. If God wants to lend something, he has to do it either completely free or become a partner. When we are born, God gives us our life. But until the coming of Mashiach, no one lives forever. One day, everyone will have to return their soul to the Creator. That is, our soul is given to us as a loan. Of course, God wants us to use what he gave us for good purposes during our life. He wants us to improve the world around us and ourselves. That is, he wants to make a profit. He wants the soul to be returned to him with interest. We might think that God lends us life when the time comes, takes it back with a profit. But he cannot do this according to his own law. He must become our partner. Thus, each one of us is a partner of God who personally takes interest in our lives. If you are having difficulties, or if you are going through a rough moment, maybe you are simply down, please remember, God himself is your partner